Good afternoon. This is my sewing room. How are you all today? As you can see, I am working on the tree, making it a lot bigger. I added 2 more sheets of butcher paper so I can make a larger canopy of the tree. And now I'm adding smaller pieces, branches and stuff to the tree so I can add my leaves eventually. And I'm adding lighter lights to it using different color fabrics, the light values and the medium and the darks. So what I wanted to do is show you how I'm putting it together. I mean, I know I showed you that before, but I'll just add some smaller branches to it. I have fabric here that I put on seam a seam. This is the seam a seam on the back, see? And so I have the fabric. And let me see, I also have I guess I didn't do that one. But okay, so like what I've been doing is I just cut out pieces, random pieces. I first started out obviously really heavy here, and as the trunks get higher, they get smaller and smaller. So that's what I was doing over here. I don't want to add too much, and but I want it to look like a real tree and to be able to hold all the leaves. And the leaves will be maple leaves. So let me just show you what I was doing here. So what I've been doing, let me see. I could add another heavy one going that way. These right here aren't leaves. These are what I've pulled off right now. And the reason why I pulled them off was I started off in this reddish brown, so to me that would be like the old part of the bark. And then as the tree grows, this is the lighter part of the bark. So, and probably, more light. So what I'm not using, or if I pulled it off, I just put it here so I can come back and grab it to use later on as highlights. So anyway, and then in order to get the paper off a seam, then you take like a needle, or I use this pen that has a big white end to it, and I would scrape. I just draw a line with the needle on the back where it's white with yellow graft. And you can use that with your fabric, like if you have little pieces you want a fussy cut or something, you can use the graft part, and your fabric is already stuck to it. In the last 2 videos, the first video I made of this, I showed you how I put the fabric on the seam. So if you want to know how to do it, you can go back and look. I also had mentioned too in the second video I made about using an iron. This is the iron I use, and it's not plugged in right now, but it gets really hot here. And I said to leave it on for a few minutes. You want to leave it on for a few seconds. I need to correct myself there. And so you would just, plug it in, obviously, and then after it heats up, you would just go and go over the areas to basically temporarily hold them in place. And then once, see, you're probably thinking now, how is she going to get this off of the butcher paper? Now, what I have been told, once I get it all sealed together, then it can be pulled off like a giant sticker. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. And then put it on paper. I mean, no, on the fabric. And it'll be very interesting when I get to that point, because I hope it works. But I thought it was a really cool idea. And so, yeah, I thought, well, I've never done a quilt like that. Plus, this is called raw edge applique. So some applique quilts, when you cut out, like for instance, a flower or any shape, you would turn the edge over and then you would sew it down. This you don't do. Because of the seam too, you don't, you're just putting the sticky background on it. It's already sticking to me. You put this sticky, it's very sticky, and you attach it. So I'm just gonna lay this right here, and then you just keep on doing that. And what I do is, after every few ones that I've done, I'll go back and look at it and think, you know, I have to step back away from it. Oop, you can't see me. I have to step back away from it so you can see what I've done, or what I've done. I mean, that's, I think, any of these, when you work on something similar, even if you're quilting, I think by stepping back and looking and getting a broader idea of what you're trying to achieve helps you in so many ways, and definitely helps me. So I will continue and putting another branch on. Now, when you have, excuse me, something sticking out, or you don't like the way it's been placed, then you can just peel it off. That's what's good about the seam to seam. It'll just peel off. But you gotta be able to get the seam attached to it, but it just peels off. And then you can put it other places. If you don't like it in that spot, maybe I'll put it right here. Yeah, I don't like that idea. You know, it's sometimes it's a little hard, I don't know, because I'm trying to do a tree and I want to make it look pretty real, that when I'm doing it, I'm thinking, is that what it looks like? But when you stand back and you look at it, you're going, oh yeah, I can see it. So with the, I use a little yellow. See, I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of it's a yellow with little patches of dark in the middle. I use that for highlighting. So since my sun is coming this way, I can put some highlights. And that's what I've been doing. So a lot of this is highlighting. This is a highlight. I could put this. Let's see, we could put it right here, like that. And it kind of just makes, because the sun is shining that way, it's going to make it a little lighter. And you can see the variations in the colors. When you get up close, you're thinking, I don't know. But when you get back, you say, oh, I can see what you're trying to do there. So that's what's cool about this too. You don't, it's the weirdest thing, it's get back and you look at it and you go, yeah, I can see that. Like for instance, this right here, this is a knot in a tree, like a big hole, right? Now from where you're looking, it does look like a hole because I put some light areas here in like a wet or a darker here. So, or not darker, but a little lighter. It's a medium. These are mediums. So it makes this look like a hole. But in a sense, this is just an oval fabric. I really like this. So I hope you're having a good day today. I am. For Mother's Day, I got a computer. Been wanting to get a good computer for editing for the YouTube videos, if we can figure out how to use it. It's kind of voice command. It's an Apple Mac or something. Anyway, my husband goes, we're gonna have to sit down and work on this because this is beyond us right now. But I wanted a computer because I'd like to learn how to edit my videos. And it's very hard to edit my videos on my phone, so I just put them up raw. So yeah, anyway. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'll like it. I do have a mini iPad, which is like a computer, but it's it's not a very big screen. I mean, it is bigger than my phone, but it would just be nice to so these are the branches that I'm putting on. That kind of didn't stick, so let's take that off. That it didn't, the seam to seam glue didn't really stick to that, so I'm just gonna cut this off here. Maybe put the thicker part here and out like that. Here I will cut another piece. Let me see, how does it look? Yeah, it looks like a pretty good tree so far. And this is going to be a quilt on my daughter's bed. So what I'm making here is the family tree. And anybody that's new to my channel or just watching this for the first time, I'm making a family tree. And the quilt is going to be like 96 by 108 or 9. Okay, so I have like 70 inches up here to play with. So, like I was saying, my goal is to be able to just peel this off and put it on blue fabric. And let me see, let's put this one somewhere. Maybe we can just put that there. How does that look? Okay, I guess. This one kind of looks like a lizard. I gotta figure out something with that. I don't need a lizard head up there. And we can maybe go like that. Ugh, it's getting pretty high up there. I don't know if I want to go that high. But if it doesn't look good, I can always take it off. Let's see. There we go. Okay. That's better. Yeah, and so, like I said, this is brown, dark brown fabric, and I just using the underside of it. And so as the sun is shining down, we just want to put some light in here. And this little, well, let's see, this right here would represent water or moisture on the branches. So like, you know, if it rained or early in the morning, you have some moisture, then, you know, I'm sorry, but there's something in here I'm allergic to. And I do have the air conditioner on, and I do have my fan on, and I've dusted everything, but it never fails. It always looks like I have a cold, but it's just allergies. And well, you know, anyway, but every time I get in here, I'm sneezing and my eyes bother me, so it makes my nose bother me, and on. All that good stuff. So here, I have this wetness here. Now, I could put it up here. I have a little bit of wetness there and some light here. There's a little bit of light going on there. How about if I put it up here? How about up here? Okay. So there, some lightness, maybe some moisture got on it. And so that's how you do it. So I hope with this, I hope you will think about trying to do this yourself. I mean, you don't have to do a tree. You could draw your own design, or there's lots of design books out there. You can do animals. You can, you know, landscapes, pictures, you know, do a picture of your mom. Anything. I mean, you know, it's just another creativity, another way to create pictures, or do quilts, obviously, blankets, photographs, or pictures you can hang on the wall. And so this is one of the leaves that I have. Let's see, how would it go? Let's just say it's hanging right here. Come on, you want to stay, don't you? You want to hang out here for the flowers. So anyway, so oops, well, that's not nice. Let's figure this out. Let's give you some structure there. Let me put some seam on you. Get you to stay there. Now normally, see, what you would do is you take this apart and you put your glasses on so you can see. I have another piece of fabric in here, so. And it's not that this flower is this leaf is actually going to fit this piece here. But what you would do for this, you would just lay out your piece on there, cut it out, and peel it off, and then your piece would stick up here. I got some tape here. Let's see if it'll work. Even though how about up here? I know I'm floundering. Come on, don't make me look like a fool. Okay, so there's the leaf, and there'll be many more leaves out of different color fabrics. And so the purpose of this quilt is eventually the border is going to have pictures of my family, or my daughter's family, and it'll have a picture of her and her sons, and each picture will have the same color of a leaf. So let's say she picks orange, so all the pictures that are orange would be her and her sons. And then with my husband and I, we would have red, and so all the pictures that are us in it, my husband and I, would have a red frame around it. So this is kind of like for my grandson, Jax, who's 6, when he looks at this quilt, or anybody, and he doesn't know the people so well, he can look at the color of the leaf, and this would have like my name, Joan. So my name would be Joan, or Grandma and Grandpa. I'm going to put the letters of our names on it. And then he can go over to the side, and like I said, each picture will be bordered with that color orange that has me and my husband in it, or Grandma and Grandpa in it. Yeah, so I thought it was a cute concept. When he was talking about a quilt, he was talking about this idea. So I kind of went with that idea for him. And I just think it would make a real cute quilt for a family tree quilt. So anyway, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here and what I'm trying to achieve. And I wanted to show you how far I've gotten since the last time you've seen it. And so then I'm guessing after I get all my little twigs put on, then I move to the next step. And the next step will be adding the background to this. So I was planning on using like a blue fabric for the sky, and I want to put like maybe a river rushing through, because I'm from Oregon, and across the street is a river. So I thought, well, put the river in here and put grass for a bank, river bank, and then go from there. And then the tree would go on top of all that. So it's like you're building your background. So okay, so I hope you understand. I hope that makes sense. And I hope to see you next time. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. I think actually if you subscribe, it rings a bell. But the bell is like a notification bell. And also when YouTube sees that, they will share it with a lot more people. So that's good for me. So anyway, good talking, good chatting, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.